Speedy Gonzalez, baby. Bro, what is this damage? Holy shit. Is he lagging? Am I lagging? Yo, how's it going, everybody? This is Ulfhednar back at it again, and this is updated video for Hatchet Greatsword build that I came up with right after it landed on PTR, basically at level 30. But anyways, you saw a nice level 1v3. I will show some more PvP clips after. But let's get straight into business. For stat points, I went with 150 dex for that roll dodge cost 10 stamina less. I realized, or I figured, that 150 dex on medium build with Hatchet is absolutely broken. Now we have 150 strength and 200 con. Rest points go into strength if you have higher gear score. But I feel like 200 medium is also another must thing to have because of the increased physical and elemental. Since we're in medium, we have higher defenses than in light, quite a lot. Now into weapon masteries with Hatchet. This is my current setup. I know in the clip you have seen infected throw. So basically, if you're facing healers, or if you're a bigger fan of the disease and the beacon, you just, put this 1 point straight into infected throw and you're set with that. But basically fully improved berserk tree here. I did go with desperate refresh here. I'm a big fan of cooldown reduction because I am a big advocate of highest uptime on berserk, but this also applies to every other skill, which is super useful. You could put point in Frenzied Purge instead if you like the Dispel on the dots. Bleed, Burn, or Poison, they're pretty strong, but since we have a Consumable that I will get back to later on, Desert Sunrise, I feel like this is much better. But the classic running throw, you can just have only the first point here, 10% run for 10 seconds. Goes super well with Skyward, but that's the beautiful thing, right? Skyward does both disease and rend, so both running throw and infected go well with that skill. The peak of the Hatchet, I would say, is this perk right here. That's why I'm super stacked on crit chance. I will show you later at gear description, at gear, segment of the video. Now we get exploitation for increased damage and with an active debuff. We'll always have a debuff on the target, so either from social distance with the slow, as you can see, for 5 seconds, or we will have running throw almost non-stop if you have good aim, or we will have Skyward from the Greatsword, or I mean, name it. Like, this build has a lot of debuffs on the target. Even a dot counts as a debuff. That way, we also trigger this quick power from social distance that gives us haste. Super useful to catch up to range builds. So basically, you just land running throw or infected on the range build to apply the debuffs, and then use social distance to screw the target, slow the target, and give you a haste as well. This is also super useful when you're like caught in Gravwell. You wait 1 second and then you social distance, because most likely it's a bruiser with Warhammer. So after Gravwell, there is either Maelstrom for the burst, or there is Shockwave, and this social distance will give you iframe, as you can read down below the description. And the iframe will actually, dodge you from the Shockwave, from the CC, because of the iframe. So this is Hatchet tree, and we go to Greatsword tree. I decided to go with, or what I found is the best way for me myself, because I like to play offensively. Skyward, Relentless Rush for the slow and root if you're in onslaught stance right here. Now this ability cooldown is reduced. You don't have to use the skill to kill the target. Basically any skills or any just killing a target with Greatsword will reduce the cooldown of the skill. You have a lot of empower here as well if you dodge. Then for next 3 hits, 10 seconds, you also get stamina on hit, which is super insane. You have stamina on hit here, you have stamina regeneration, stamina from steadfast as well, and then you have hatchet on top of that on the crate. Or adrenaline rush. I mean, that's just insane. Like I keep saying, man, the most powerful thing in this game is an iframe, which is invincible frame. Makes you immortal pretty much to anything any attack going at you. So I'm a huge fan of having the most stamina and just rollaging. Rollage does. It's just the dash itself is the best thing in this game. So my rotation is Skyward Slash to apply rend and disease. That's 2 stacks, 10% rend. Again, running throw is 10% as well. And this is the disease right here, 20%. Now for this part, the second attack, it's a long animation. That's a huge hit as well, but you can get punished because of the lock-in animation. So you will see me use that a lot, but I need to start getting used to the first hit only, and not the second attack. But you will also, force the enemy to roll once at least to avoid this attack. So that's stamina minus on the target. That's pretty good. Then I go into the Relentless Rush, because when onslaught stands from this skill, we will root the target for 1 second here. That's also very useful. We'll apply slow, 20% for 4 seconds, get that empower for a huge hit. I then do Steadfast Strike to another staggered target, also Skyward Staggers. So staggered target with Steadfast, gain stamina on hit, because you're most likely rollers before that to reach the target. And you will also get healed from this perk right here, which is not too bad. If you're in Defiant Stance, you apply bleeding, but we're in Onslaught, so that doesn't matter. Also nice damage too. And this is like range attack. Like, range of motion on this attack is absolutely insane. And also we will reduce the cooldown by 20% on all the skills, which allows us to be faster on the rotation. And after this rotation, I'll go with Hatchet, but I'll more to that later. So going over gear, I will start from the headpiece, from armor. I am running crit retribution, as you can see, on crit 10%, super useful. I also am a big fan of refreshing the armor on the gear. I could go freedom, but I don't like freedom in this build. Like, you have Relentless Freedom perk from for the Greatsword, as you can see here. That's a freedom from roots and slows. And then you have Berserk that cancels the CC as well. You just don't need freedom. So I would rather take refreshing instead of that. But as you can see, I'm stacking 5 resilient. I have 4 chicken fortification. I believe I have like 5 refreshing overall. Now Relentless Freedom here, crit retribution. These pants are base, and you can drop them super easy. They drop in Brimstone, from a boss called Heka. During the day, the boss spawns in here, in Autumn's Way, I believe. And during night, the boss spawns here. She's alone. It's a cat. She spawns here alone at night. Super easy to solo. And they will drop in purple 590, but you can upgrade it later on to the legendary if you have the expertise. And then these boots, I do have Keen Berserk for the crit chance. With everything procced, when I'm below 50%, I am at 51% crit chance, because I do have this rank as well. Another refreshing, another Keen. Invigorated Punishment, I feel like is the best. I would be running Mortal Empowerment in OPR, because I do very well with this build, both surviving and getting kills. So we got this going. You could maybe even go with Slash instead of Keen, because you're often hitting targets in the back, where Keen Awareness is just useless. Earring, again refreshing, both those on that as well. Purifying Toast is amazing. Like, I know a lot of people struggle with Blunderbuss users. When they net shot you to get that full cap of stamina regen debuff, when you use Regeneration Potion right here, you actually dispel that debuff. Besides, multiple other debuffs that go into the category, but you also have to hit. If you have more debuffs on you, it dispels randomly. But this is my earring. Now this is my amulet. This Debilitated Cleanse is so much powerful on medium build. It is absolutely disgusting. It dispels you every 5 seconds if you dodge through an attack, that is. A rent, weaken, exhaust, disease, right? So all these debuffs are super crucial in this game. And I find it's amazing, man. It's broken. You got health, a must perk to have. Stam recovery, I think these two are a must have. If you can get, this is all endgame biz gear. If you can get access to only 2 perks purple, I would go with these 2 probably. Or with these 2, you couldn't go wrong with either or, but stam recovery is very powerful as well. When it comes to rank, you would want to go with Keen Awareness and an Invigorated Punishment. for double perk. For earring, you would go with a double toast. Now for armor, basically just what you see here, I would go with resilient, keen berserk, triple. You would get these pants as well. Now NRPs, I would recommend get resilient and fortification. There's a double perk purple if you don't have access to the ultimate biz. Basically, just get rid of the refreshing on these pieces, and chest piece once again. Get rid of the shuriken fortification and get freedom. So that way it will leave you to full resilient and 3 shuriken fortification, which is the minimum, I would say. Now weapons, I have Hatchet, Attunement, Vicious, Keen, Empowered, the maximized. My build is focusing on the Hatchet and Hatchet only, DPS. I only use Greatsword for the skills. I know I play differently, but it's my own version. People use Greatsword for the heavy attacks. That's why they have Trenchant Strikes, but I don't. So maximize DPS with Hatchet. If you have access to double perk, just get a purple Hatchet like this. Quite easy to get, cheap as well to craft. Just Attunement, Heal Empowered. If you can get with Golden Scarab, that's a guaranteed roll like this. Greatsword, there is a named sword that drops from Mirepaw Bear in Reekwater. It has Skyward, it has Keen Eject, and it is Keen. So basically the same like mine, but it doesn't have Attunement. And if you were to go for a double perk with my build, I recommend Attunement and Keen Eject. It depends. With Skyward, it's more defensive, Keen Eject more offensive, but this also applies to Heartrune Charge, and it also stays on weapon swap, which is super powerful. I recommend Keen Eject on secondary weapon. Skyward, this thing dispels Defy Death, besides other buffs, but also this side of the perk is very good too. I think people sleep on this perk, but to each their own. 29% reduction on the the rest of the buffs, super good. Consumables, we go with Gemstone if it's mages. We go with Oak Flesh if it's physical, melee builds. We got classic health potion, regen potion, and hardy meal for the regeneration. Passive heal, amazing. Amazing. Heartrune. Now I'm going with Stalwart with the mending form that heals because I'm always in front in the enemy line. So I like to go with this. I was trying Bile Bomb as well, which is not too bad. That exhaustion. Now if you can get Infected Throw perk that also has stamina regeneration debuff. If you can get that bad boy on armor piece, you're almost at a full cap. So that's not too bad. You could go with runes as well. These leeching wines, I kind of like them. But I just don't like that both skills have animation, right? And also, if you have Berserk activated and use Bile Bomb, the Berserk gets cancelled because the weapon is unequipped, pretty much. That's what I don't like. Same with same with Vines, same with Dark Ascent. This is also pretty cool, but you can get hit during the fly up animation, which is not that great as I thought. Everyone is running a detonation, but I don't want to be that much of a meta. That's why I don't play GS as a main weapon. But yes, I do happen to come up with, or I did invent this build, Hatchet GS on the PTR. It became meta, whatever. So this is Heartrunes. Now the gems, I do run 5 Onyx gems and I run double Opal here and 1 Diamond. That puts me to 12.4 on melee, 5% on Elemental. Again, if it's Elemental, just pop that Gemstone Dusk. They have a lot of heal from potions, from Berserk, Steadfast. When it comes to Rune Glass, I am running with Punishing. That increases your melee attacks damage. I find that just to be the best, right? I did also try a split nature damage because I have Attunement and Nature Attunement in my weapon. I might try it again. I tried it on Asgard, but I did not try on Bari. There's a lot of great PvP players. It's pretty insane, like a lot of intense arena fights and whatnot. And for weapons, I'm running Jasper. I'm trying Jasper because Jasper is the only gem that is not hindered and reduced in effectiveness, being Grunglass. Opal is 12% damage. Jasper is 15, but you gotta get hit. And we get hit a lot because of this build, because you're always in the front line once again. So 50%, and I'm running double different dots, as you can see. I will make a separate video on that, but basically I have Nature and Lightning. Now you could have anything you want, but I recommend these two because there is no resistances. Nobody's running Lightning resistance, there is nothing like that. Nature, same story. And if you have 2 of these elements, they stack on the target. As you can see here, I'll show you. Do you see that Nature and that Lightning? Double proc right there. That's the both of the Rune Glasses. If you have same type Rune Glass dot, they don't stack. It just disappears after weapon swap. Now we have these two different, they don't. So that will be this rotation. Like I said, we want to start with Skyward Slash into Relentless Rush through the target. So use Steadfast Strike to, reduce the cooldown on the skills. Then we want to go into Hatchet, running through Infected. It's up to you. Animation cancel Berserk and just start your 3 light attacks, dodge. 3 light attacks, dodge. Social Distance if you want to apply the slow, or if you want to get back, roll it away, get away from the clump. If you get grab weld, I used it a lot. You will see that in clips as well. I believe I do have an upcoming video or clip in this build video that I will show you how to escape. How to animation cancel Berserk. I will also have a different or specific separate video for that. But basically it is after roll launch, you press Berserk and a left mouse click, aka a light attack at the same time. Like that. Hold on. Like that. I messed up, sorry. So that's a basic animation cancel on Berserk. You can do that with Feral Rush or Raging Torrent as well. It's probably easier, but I just kind of got into it. I know a lot of people struggle with it at first, but I say practice makes perfect, so keep at it and you will be just fine. I'll show you advanced animation cancel right there. What I just did was a roll dodge, Berserk, light attack at the same time, and roll dodge right after that. So it was basically 1 frame into that light attack, so you barely could tell that I light attacked. But this one would be the, advanced animation cancel, I would say. You can also animation cancel if you use I will show you in a second. If you use a skill from your secondary weapon and you switch to Hatchet right away with Berserk light attack, you can do the same. I'll show you. I messed up right now, but you will see that in the PvP clips right after that. You can do that. You can just use a skill, switch to Hatchet and Berserk light attack, and you will cancel Berserk. You can also cancel Berserk if you get CC'd. You just press Berserk light attack and you will cancel that. Let me try again. See right there? Just cancel Berserk after Steadfast. And also Steadfast is a skill that weapon swap is super short. Now if you want to be super mechanical, now this is a weapon swap, normal speed of weapon swap, but if you block any weapon swap, it's super fast, right? So you could probably weave in light attacks from Hatchet during skills, but that's so hard mechanical, almost impossible. I haven't gotten to that yet. But I think we covered everything. Or, I mean, everything when it comes to the build. Now, let's continue. It's a bit too long video, but let's continue with some fights. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the fights. See y'all next time. Rendered. Oh, we got BB Enjoyer, huh? We double block a healer. Well, that's fucking great. So we got God's build. One more tap. More tap. Let's go. Easy bad boys. Oh, they out here. Bomb me. They out here, bro. They found us. Fine. He's dead. I'm not sure what was that. Friend up. My guy just dead, man. This is a professional, guys. That's what professional looks like. Damn, bro. Look at this guy. I'm dead. An absolute professional. Light bruiser. He knows how to play this shit. That's badge, boys. That's badge.
Well fought, crews. The arena has tasted your...
Ooh, the spin of death. No stamina had to LS, boys. I'm not gonna fight him in, nope. Oblivion. No, sir. No stand for him. Jeez. GG, boys. Capture Tempest, I don't mind. Can do whichever people want. While he was sweeping, I just lowered him on half HP, boys. That was so ballsy, like, right there. Milked it to the last second. Damn, son. and took decks on my way. Okay, that was a pretty nice arena. Looking thanks, everyone just watched the video. True though, true. You tell him knocks it, man, right? Lab boys. Is he gonna fall down? No stand for him, he's dead. 1v2, easy clap. Damn, Thieves with the D-bag. He oh, he's not holding back, man.